Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Go ahead, hit the like, hit the share. This video is going to be on a topic that I was a little uncomfortable to speak on because it's R. Kelly's kids. But I just don't like the fact that he's being painted in such a bad light. And it's so coincidental that we all know somebody who has had that quote unquote baby mama drama, in which when things don't work out between the parents, the child is the one that suffers. Some women like to use their kids as pawns when it comes to certain situations. And that's what I feel like has been going on with this. Even to see Andrea Kelly bringing her daughter into this situation on interviews and all that, I just feel like that was an absolute low blow. And for those people that really don't know and would just take her side of the story, you would assume that R. Kelly is a bad parent. All these women have implied all these allegations against him, and then you have exes making statements such as, I had an abortion because I was afraid of how he would do with his kids. Those type of statements can be very hurtful to a parent, especially when you know that you're trying your best to be there for your kids. So the song that just played was R. Kelly Wanna Be There, which was on his Buffet album, 2015, I believe. If you listen to the lyrics, it sounds like to me he's saying he just want to be there for his kids, but something's obviously in the way. It's kind of strange to me when the topic of his kids does come up, and I just came across another child in which nobody ever mentions. And I don't know if that's at his request or not, so I definitely don't want to violate his privacy. But this was the same person that made it obvious about the Joycelyn fake Patreon account. According to the media, you would think R. Kelly is a deadbeat dad. But what if, just like so many men, he's being intentionally hurt by being kept away from his kids, and his kids are being turned against him?
To deal with everything in the media with my father is not easy. People constantly like, how do you feel about the scandals? How do you feel? I don't give a about the scandals. I have an issue with my father. I had to drop out of school. I've had parents not let their children hang out with me. I spend a lot of days or nights crying. But like, damn, I'm sad and I have the right to be sad. Man. Mommy better not steal it. I'm gonna burn myself to death. I know. I'm gonna burn you some tea. Thank you. Kiss your mama. You ain't never gonna be too to kiss your mama. I love that thing. It's so challenging being in the media firing storm, but Buku is pushing through it like I wish he had a robe with some boxing gloves on, baby. Like the champ is here. It seemed like every other damn day is something going on with him talking about he can't pay child support. What? I don't care if he had to have 50 jobs. I don't care if you sing in the day, work at a bar at night, strip on Saturdays, preach on Sundays, figure your life out and pay your child support. Like, I don't get that. It's a little different for me versus you. So at a certain point, you can actually detach yourself from him. Right. We can't. I don't know what it's like to be R. Kelly's child. I only know what it's like to be his ex-wife. I can disconnect from it because I'm like, my divorce is good, no, because his blood runs through your veins. Literally the other day, I had somebody like DM me on Instagram. She said that she wished you would have been stronger, and I was like, my mom made the strongest move in the world by leaving him. Like, if I get a negative comment or if people come at me, delete, you're blocked, I'm not even reading it. I get that all the time. And people don't realize, like, how bad. Sorry, guys. People don't realize how bad that hurts. Because it's like, I didn't do anything, you know? I didn't ask to be here. For me, it just ends up being like kind of like a cycle of like, okay, I'm good, all right, I'm not, okay, I'm good, okay, I'm not, and like that's been my whole life, you know what I'm saying? So at a certain point, I just had to be like, I can't let this affect me anymore, or else it's gonna affect me forever. I had to go through with him being my father, like, it just feels good to finally have like an opportunity to be like, I have the right to feel this way. And it's sad because people are so attached to his persona. They are so attached to R. Kelly that they forget that there's a Robert who is somebody's father. We're still trying to heal from a lot. Like a lot. To the point where I almost tried to take my life. Like, that is heavy. And then to turn around and be like, oh, you should not feel that way. You're selfish for feeling that way. It's just like, y'all are really heartless. Baby, it breaks my heart because you have been through so much that you didn't even ask for. Music literally saved my life. Music allows me to express what I'm truly feeling without letting it destroy me or destroy my spirit. I've already dealt with the negatives just for having a last name. I genuinely don't think that anybody can say anything worse than what has already been said to me throughout my 21 years of life.
In that clip, it says a lot. You got this little girl pouring out how she feels, and you got the mother making sure to throw in conversations about child support. That's not even a topic a mother should be having with the child. But this is an example of what I'm saying and how mothers can influence how kids feel about the other parent, whether good or bad. And at the end of the day, I don't understand any parent who would want to bring in their child into a situation such as this. This child obviously needs some counseling. She needs some real help. And to see her break down and her mother want to sit over here and talk about child support, she don't care what he got to do to get it. But these kids are not kids. They're grown. What about her responsibilities as a mother? You know how many mothers out here aren't receiving child support? Do you know how many mothers out here who would wish their father, the child's father, was active in the child's life? And to see this type of behavior from Drea Kelly, who says so nonchalantly, I could always cut my ties with him, but yet you've been married and still walk around with this man's last name, that says a lot.
Yo, what up, y'all? Y'all watching R. Kelly TV. Okay, you ready? Yeah. I used to think that I could not go on And life was nothing but an awful song. But now I know the meaning of true love. I'm leaning on the everlasting arms. If I can see it, then I can do it. If I just believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. All right, I love you.
They won't give you these type of clips that show that this man does genuinely love his kids. And at one point in time, his kids didn't have this problem that they have now.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear daughter Joanne. Happy birthday to you. R. Kelly broke his social media silence late Monday night by posting a happy birthday song to his 21-year-old daughter Joanne.
21-year-old daughter. Yet, we see on this episode, they want to keep talking about child support. 21-year-old daughter. Now, it's quite unclear how all of his kids feel about him, or if a lot of the issues they have are based on the fact that this man has had to deal with all these accusations. And of course, the trickle-down effect can be damaging to the kids. But I tell you one thing, Lamont Kelly, who is the son that nobody seems to hear about, allegedly, he vocally lets it be known that he supports R. Kelly, and has since, I think the first post that I saw was after the Surviving R. Kelly. And then again with the whole fake Joycelyn account. So at least he's showing his support for his R. Kelly. I can't say much for the other ones, whether it's a yes or no. But at the end of the day, R. Kelly is a father as well. And it saddens me that he doesn't have that opportunity to reach out to his children on a day like today. It saddens me that his kids have been used against him. It saddens me that just like any other situation with the baby mama drama, we're seeing the effects when it comes to these celebrities. They seem to have the same problems. In conclusion, I want to say, let's not forget there's always multiple sides to a story. So, of course, when you see all this negative information coming out about R. Kelly and his children, just keep in mind he has a side as well. And the media is not going to show you any of the videos, clips, or anything that would give a positive insight as to his fatherhood. Let's not forget this man has been incarcerated almost a year now. Not convicted. So in this moment of Black Lives Matter, let's just remember, let's not be hypocrites and say that just because the news has told us this, and that, we're going to disregard our common sense and obvious observations that there's clear injustice going on here. Are you going to be the one to continue to be silent and turn a blind eye to this injustice? What if you yourself was accused and you were held until you were proven innocent, no matter how long it took? How would you feel? Just keep that in mind. Have a good day.